The season is only a month old and the league's hierarchy is still taking shape. It's not too early to identify clubs that put in substantial effort in the offseason. A few teams avoided salary cap concerns by trading for players, signing free agents, and keeping in-house talent. So here are 5 NBA teams benefiting from the most big offseason moves. Here we go. Coming in at number 1, we have the Washington Wizards. Were the Wizards a legitimate threat? To realize the scope of the Wizards' clever maneuvering, one must first grasp their predicament. A few years ago, the Wizards were saddled with John Wall's big remaining deal, lacked depth, flexibility, and were mediocre in the NBA. They have a good salary cap, tradable assets, and are top 5 in the East. It happened so fast. A smart GM would have traded Wall for Russell Westbrook and then promptly shipped him to the Lakers before his value plummeted, acquiring better and less cap-restrictive pieces in return. So, with Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, the Wizards are thriving. Now that he is out of LeBron James' shadow, Kuzma appears to be fired up to reclaim his early career magic. Harrell won the Kia 6th Man of the Year award 2 seasons ago and appears to be back on track. He is also playing for a new contract, and KCP can still score in any role the Wizards need him to. But the Wizards' offseason wasn't only about trades. Shepherd also wisely acquired Spencer Dinwiddie as a point guard. As they begin their on-court chemistry, Dinwiddie seems to be a perfect fit next to Beal. Lastly, the Wizards hired Wes Unseld Jr. His adaptive personality is allegedly going over well in the locker room. Less is more. Shepherd must evaluate the pros and cons of extending Beal, whose efficiency and impact have dwindled this season, versus selling him at the deadline. Up next, we have the Chicago Bulls. Want to argue that Chicago had the best offseason? That's close enough. Unlike the Wizards, the Bulls invested extensively in free agency, securing their future with this club. The Bulls had no regrets about signing DeMar DeRozan, Lonzo Ball, and Alex Caruso. The most impressive signing was DeRozan, who seemed ready to return to Los Angeles and join the Lakers. The Bulls swooped in with a cash and a vision, convincing him that Chicago winters would be worth it. DeRozan is averaging 26 points and, more significantly, is a great fit with Zach LaVine. Ball is a significantly better three-point shooter than he was when he first entered the NBA. Meanwhile, Caruso, who was also snatched from LA, is a big favorite at the United Center. The Bulls also acquired Derrick Jones Jr., a springy athlete who can guard on the perimeter. The Bulls added a co-star to LaVine, strengthened the point guard position, and bolstered the bench to compete in the East. They had the money to improve the rotation, and they didn't screw up. Up next, we have the Brooklyn Nets. Candace Parker thinks Patty Mills is Brooklyn's energy guy without Kyrie Irving. Why is a club that lost Kyrie Irving on this list? Given their limited flexibility last offseason, the Nuggets got the best value, which is why they've been able to survive without Kyrie. Imagine where they'd be without LaMarcus Aldridge and Patty Mills. Both are inexpensive additions who suddenly required to perform more, and both are reacting better than expected. Aldridge had retired last year after a heart scare, but changed his mind and returned. The Nets lost DeAndre Jordan and Jared Allen in the James Harden trade. Aldridge has been a good replacement, averaging 13.6 points and 5.9 rebounds. His worth grew as Blake Griffin had a bad start and slipped in the rotation. Mills had adapted to superstars. He had a few in San Antonio, so he was a natural fit for Durant and Harden. Brooklyn expected Mills to replace Irving, but when Irving refused vaccination, Mills' role grew. His three-point shooting is aces. He makes more than half of his attempts and makes defenses pay.
That pass swipe by Hamidou Diallo. Gets to the basket, lays it up. No. Nets pull it down. Cheating in 4. Good ball movement for Brooklyn and Patty Mills.
And finally, we have the Miami Heat. Kyle Lowry's overall game in Miami so far has been pretty good. However, Miami always somehow finds room for improvement, and last summer they added Kyle Lowry and PJ Tucker, 2 championship-winning veterans. They are a perfect fit for his personality and added an element of toughness. They aren't the team's most important players. It's Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Tyler Herro. Plus, Lowry and Tucker are in their best late careers, and no one expects them to put up big numbers in the regular season. But that was never the point. Miami poses a real danger to the Bucks and Nets in the East this season. The playoffs will reveal Lowry and Tucker's actual worth. At point guard, Lowry is a solid and savvy leader who makes good decisions, and Tucker can still check taller opponents in one-on-ones. If it comes to it again in the playoffs, he'll get Durant.
Advantage in the first, so they clearly are getting off to great starts. It's Butler inside and takes it in on Finney-Smith. Now 5 of 7 on the season, and he has the last 6 points by the Mavs. Final seconds, crossover, Hero. Oh, that was beautiful. Outside a shot, Hardaway with another 3. Hit the first, missing the second. Down court, quick release, Butler from Lowry. Fast pace, Lowry, hero, triple. Got it!
Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Sport Truffle, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.